Well, here we are again. Another season of Super Mega Baseball has come to an end. So it's time to begin another one. Here we go, everybody. Welcome back to Super Mega Baseball, and welcome to a brand new season. Just as we've done this entire series, we will be playing with the same team. And just let me configure it correctly. 80 ego, and we begin anew once again. I really enjoyed this series, and it's time to begin another season here on episode 107. After the Sirloins captured another championship, now they're back-to-back champions. They defeated the Crocodons 2-0, and we finished 9-7 with our best offensive season of the series, so it's time to see if we can bounce back. But before we start playing any games this year, it's time to do some upgrading to this roster and see if we can make these players a little bit better. First up here we have Virgil Swanson, who is a coach, and I think I like what he offers here. Plus 22 junk. That could be a monumental boost for one of our pitchers. And then there's a plus 10 power, plus 10 contact, and a plus 7 junk. So I like taking coaches who offer no negatives on some of their upgrades. So there is our first hiring of the day. And I like this stylist here, Stan Avery, who has the plus 7 power, plus 7 fielding, and then a quadruple boost here, power, contact, speed, mojo, and then fielding and mojo as well. Although, is this enough to help out our pitchers? Maybe I'll see what else there is. You know, I think we will go with Stan Avery after all. So, 2 new members of the staff. How many are on this staff, by the way? Do we have more staff members than players? Let me show all. I don't really feel like counting this that bad. But there are a lot of staff members here, and a lot of their contracts are up. So, I may take some time to figure out which ones are expendable and which ones in the available pool that I could potentially add. But let's see what I can do with the upgrades we have available. Well, Lance Adams is sitting here. His coach slot was opened up after the last game of last season, and I could give him a plus 10 power and contact boost. Why not? The top of our order was very good last year, and I'm hoping they carry us again. Although I would like to upgrade players like Rose and Starks. They just don't have open slots right now. And a lot of their upgrades are actually like big contact boosts that I don't want to take away from them. There aren't many players here who have a stylist upgrade I want to take off. So I guess we're just going to make Andrew Ross a little bit stronger now with 85 power. He didn't lead the league in homers last year, but I bet you he has an even better chance to do it this season. Well, is it better to have 85 power and 34 contact or 81 power and 37 contact? That's a decision I have to make here, and I might go for the higher contact for Ross, given we already know what his power can do. So increasing his contact might just make him an even better hitter. And he hit, what is it here? I have it written down. He had a 471 average last year, so I think improving his contact will get him a little bit better. The power might not be necessary. We saw what the ball does when he makes contact. Alright, the pitchers have to get much better this season. And I think we're going to go Logan Cannon this here. He has this plus 7 junk. We're going to give him the plus 22, although it negates mojo and accuracy a little bit. Mackenzie has one of these lower rated bronze upgrades, so we'll just upgrade this to a silver. Plus 7 power, plus 7 fielding. I'll just put this one on Maurice Hudson for now to improve our bench. And I like to upgrade Eric Carter. It's just he doesn't have a stylist opening, and that's where like my best available ones are. Otherwise, if I go like Gear Broker and the other ones, like I can improve his speed but negate his contact. It's already like way too low to consider him in most spots to pinch hit. So I have to basically still keep the upgrades off of him for now. So we're just gonna start the game now. I might go through that later and manage it a little bit more. It's a little bit of it's kind of time consuming if you want to be as efficient as possible with it. But who do we have here in game number 1? We take on the Moonstars. It's Alicia Woodrow against Andy McKenzie to start this season. And here we go with a brand new season getting underway. And I recorded the stats from last season in the spreadsheet, so at least I have that one now. I've kept track of I'm recording the stats that I think are most important, and eventually I will have this all compiled through all the seasons. And Flash Jackson leads the way for us. He had a very good year. Our top 5 hitters were pretty much unstoppable. What am I doing there? It's 93 miles per hour with movement. That was crazy. Alrighty, Leon Daniels, who had, 5 homers last year, or 6 homers, I forget. I have the numbers next to me, I just don't feel like checking them every 3 seconds. Man, this is a tough matchup to get started with here. Woodrow gets 2 strikeouts to begin the day. Lance Adams, who only had 1 homer last year and not many RBIs, and I'm swinging at everything. Falling behind in the count, 0-2. Just outside. And Woodrow has that hit into right. Good job by Lance Adams. And there is your MVP of last season for our team, Andrew Ross, a .471 average, 7 homers, led the league in RBIs. Nearly had the triple crown. He was 1 homer from taking it. And this is lifted into foul territory. That should reach the seats. 2-1. And another pop-up. This one will not leave the dirt. So we go down after 1 hit, 2 strikeouts. Now it's time for Andy McKenzie, who had a bounce-back season last year. He was pretty reliable, a .217 average against a .343 ERA, so it could have been better. But I was quite happy with Andy's play in the last season. 2 outs here against the Moonstars, now Rusty Buntum. Actually, I didn't realize this until I looked at the stats deeper, but Logan Cannon had a really bad season. I'll go through his numbers here in a moment, as this is skied into shallow left. Lance Adams takes care of business. But last year, Logan Cannon was 0 for 4 with a 6.53 ERA and only 30 innings pitched, a .323 average against, and 8 homers. That was really bad. And we'll see him in 2 games from now. Maurice Manning leading off the second for us. And this is jammed. Hit on to short for out number 1. Hard to square up on Woodrow's pitching. Well, that's no excuse. Ground ball right side and out number... Oh no, he dropped it. We never see that. Nice break for us. Now Darren Rose. That is way outside. Right down the middle, but a line out. Heads up play by Boyd. He's back to first, and now Starks. Starks actually had a higher average than I thought last year as he lines out. Starks had hit .274, which, for a bottom of the order hitter, I can't complain with that too much. This is hit deep to left. Trouble for Lance, and he makes the catch on the track. Windy wheels. Left side foul. Going to that curveball now. That's up the middle off of McKenzie. Awkward ricochet, and Wheels is aboard. Lackey Luster. Hard to double him up. He has speed, but we'll try it. Going to second. We get 1, and the double play ends the second inning. Look at all those boats. All right, Andy McKenzie. Oh, he skied that one with 99 power. It gets out of play. I'm behind these pitches. They're too fast. And that is through. A base hit for Andy McKenzie. And he hit .294 last season with 5 hits. Flash Jackson's turn. Still pitching at 93. She's not slowing down yet. Flash trying to avoid his second strikeout. And this is hit in the gap. Come on, fall down. Go to the ground, please. Doesn't happen. So a man on first, 1 out for Leon Daniels. Swung low that time. Strike 1, and now strike 2. McKenzie takes off as... Oh, come on, Leon. Hits it to the second baseman. He tags the bag, finishes off the inning. Still scoreless, 2.5 into this game. Rodney Park pops this up for Leon Daniels. And that is out number 1. I want to see us have a chance for that Triple Crown again. That's a trophy. The ones I'm missing in this game are to win a championship on 80 ego or higher. Whoops. Hit into center. Thankfully, not too deep. Caught that. Inning over. But I need to win a championship on 80 ego or higher, lead the league in homers, and get the Triple Crown as a team. So here's Lance Adams. He used to hit a lot of home runs, not so much lately. Still hits for a high average, as he might leg this one out, and he does. Now it's Andrew Ross's turn. Look at the power bar. And that is lined out to short. We can't be having this, guys. Find grass. Hit it into the gap.
That's inside.
Even count. And a base hit to center. Maurice Manning comes through again. Manning was actually second. Oh no, Lance didn't reach. What are you doing? Manning was actually second on the team though last year with 4 triples, surprisingly. He knows how to find the gaps. And this time reaching out is Boyd to end the inning. Not much going on here for the offenses. They'll try to bunt, but it goes right back to Andy, out number 1. Clyde Oliver. And this is past Andy and past Starks. Base hit Moonstars. Rusty Buntum 0 for 1. Lifted into deep left center. That's at 396 feet. To the track, there's Flash, out number 2. Herbert Hackman. And this is in the gap that could bring in a run. There is Flash trying to track it down, and that will bring a run across. He's going third. It is an RBI triple. Come on, guys. Windy Wheels now. We'll see if we can retire him. On the ground, Starks to first. Inning over, but the Moonstars are on the board. We have 5 hits off Woodrow so far, in 4 innings. And now 6 hits. Nice job, Rose. Hopefully you get that average above 200 this year. We'll see if it happens. Johnny Starks. Man, look at these ugly swings. Into left, lazy fly, out number 1. We need to get Woodrow's stamina down. I have to get some slower pitches. Here's Andy McKenzie. If you notice, the stamina is causing a slight dip. What am I doing here swinging at these pitches? Oh, that was a good take. 1 and 2. Oh, look at that movement. That's nasty. Ground ball to short. Can McKenzie leg it out? Yes, he can. A fielder's choice. Flash Jackson. I'm so 96 miles per hour in the 5th inning. What are you? Come on. Come on. Get it over her head. Still no one can reach. Out number 3. She is still throwing 96. I thought she would top out at 93. Rodney Park. Oh, he popped that up. Leon Daniels puts away the second out. Lars Stad Cleef. Unless there's a silent letter in there, I don't know. Just low that time. Looking for a strikeout. Andy gets a ground ball instead, and it gets through. Hit between short and third for a base hit with 2 down. Here is Alicia Woodrow. Again to the same spot. Base hit number 2 in a row. 2 outs, and now we have a ground ball up the middle. That could bring in a run. Throwing home his flash, runners hold. Alright, bases loaded. All of this happening with 2 outs. Clyde Oliver looks at ball 1. You have to get out of this jam, Andy. And he gets the pop-up. Take care of it, Rose. 3 outs. So Leon is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And he is still 96. Get out of here. Jammed, ground ball. These pitches are not good that I'm swinging at. Ground ball to short, and Lance is quickly put away. Andrew Ross is 0 for 2. And that's down the line for extra bases. Just got that inside the chalk. Ross going to second. He's safe. Another extra base hit for Ross, who hit plenty last year. Now Maurice Manning will try to drive him in. Strike 2. And the pop-up. Of course, I chase these pitches up high. They're easy to see, but they're so misleading. Bottom 6 now. McKenzie gets a ground ball up the middle. Out number 1. Still a 1-0 ball game. Herbert Hackman. And that gets to Rose. Out number 2. And Windy Wheels. The windmill looks at strike 1. Curveball hits. And off the glove of Starks, it ricochets into center. What the heck is that? Come on, man. Lackey Luster. Hits that on the ground to Maurice Manning, and we take care of the 6th. We have to get a run, guys. We have 6 hits. A lot of them have been pretty ugly. Man, so many bad swings. 1-1. 2-1 to Boyd. And that is through. Good job, Corey. Need to sit back more on my load timing, take that extra split second to watch the pitch better. That's just not for Woodrow, that's just in general. So here is Darren Rose. Accuracy kind of losing its touch here as Rose goes to right center, but that's caught. Back to first in time, 1 away here in the 7th. Jonathan Starks. Ooh, good take. But I'm too early now, 1-1. And that is through, a base hit for Starks, 2 aboard. A runner in scoring position for only like the 2nd time today. And now I think we'll sub out Andy McKenzie. I think we'll put in Maurice Hudson. He's got that boost, he's got the mojo boost. Upped his ratings a little bit. And that is through. Get going, everybody. They froze on the line drive. And the bases are loaded for Flash Jackson. Calling his shot. Woodrow facing high pressure. And that is just on the corner. That one off the corner. Ground ball. It could be a double play. Flash reaches and the game is tied. A fielder's choice gives us our first run of the season. Now Daniels with a chance to give us the lead. And Leon hits it on the line to center. Wheels takes care of it. And that's the end of the inning. So McKenzie will not get the W here today. But he will have a no decision. Allowing 1 run in 6 innings. Not mad at that. We just couldn't give him the run support today. And Stadcliffe gives this one a ride to left field. No problem for Lance. And back to Woodrow, the 9-hitter. Underneath that one, as Eric Hancock comes in pitching 93 on his fastball. And drops it down to 70 with his changeup. How about that curveball? Hancock gets a ground ball, or a line drive, whatever. Into the 8th. Lance Adams is 2 for 3. Look at his ratings with the pressure. Oh my goodness, and that's what we do with it? Lance. Come on, man. Here's Ross. He doubled earlier. Glad he missed that one. Look at the ratings now. Woodrow not so powerful now, but a ground ball the first. Maurice Manning. Come on, Manning, give one a ride. That's not what I had in mind. And Manning is retired to end the top of the 8th. Second inning of work for Eric Hancock, and there's an easy first out. Last year, Eric Hancock had a .16 or a 160 average against, and it looks like another easy out here. This is Starks. He takes care of it. He allowed 3 homers, had 3 strikeouts, a 3 ERA in 21 innings of work. Rusty Buntum worried as he lifts this over Stark's head and into the gap. And this is a deep gap. This is where you want the triples. And I think we're going to hold him to a double at least. Let's keep the run off the board. Herbert Hackman with Clubber Buff, the pinch runner. Hackman looks at ball 1 low and pops this into the seats. I want to get a strikeout. There we go. 2 strikes to Hackman. And the count is full. We'll go with the changeup. Lifted foul territory. Who wants it? Ross with the catch. We're going into the 9th. Still tied at 1. Everybody due up for us has a hit. Here's Corey Boyd. Woodrow is in, going for her 9th inning of work. And 99 power fouled off. Come on, Corey. Corey Boyd lines out to short. How about Darren Rose? Too low. Into center, a line drive base hit. Perhaps now we bring in speed? I don't know. Because, well, Pratt, man. No one here plays shortstop as even a secondary position, so I don't want to risk the defense. Jonathan Starks. Into center, base hit, get going. Do not get thrown out. Safe. 2 aboard. It's time to call on. Man, look at the mojo boost for Eric Carter. It's so tempting. But I have to play Dominic instead. And Lil Buckton is in the game. Finally a new pitcher. And that is a base hit to center. And we're gonna try just keeping the bases loaded. No risks here. Just Flash Jackson with the bases juiced. He drove in our only run on a fielder's choice. Now, in the 9th. Oh, he misses that one. Outside from Bupton. Little late there, 2 strikes. And into the gap! Let's go! That could clear the bases. That's into the deepest part of the field. And he's going to 3rd. 3 runs come home. It's an RBI triple for Flash Jackson. That's what I'm talking about. 4-1 in the 9th as Manning, or Leon nearly drives in another one, but he'll do it on this swing instead. We're breaking this game open. It's 5-1 B-Wolves. Lance Adams is up now. Are we done? Adams says, no, we're not. Base hit to right. Andrew Ross's turn. He's 1 for 4. And that will end the inning potentially. A double play. But we're going bottom 9 with Andy Beckwith. Not a save situation. Windy Wheels up the middle. There's Rose. Takes it off the face like a champ, but can't get the throw in time. Last year, Andy Beckwith. Oh, I didn't track his saves. Oh well. He had a 1-0 record with a 6 ERA. 6 innings of work. That's all. Lifted into center. There is Flash. Out number 1. Batters were .333 against him with 2 homers. Rodney Park. And Park pops this up. Easy play for Starks. 2 away. We're 1 out from a 1-0 start. Here we go. Strike 1 from Beckwith. And at 95, he gets strike 2. And a line drive. This isn't over yet. Into center. They're trying third. Oh, come on. The cutoff was at the pitcher's mound, basically. Come on now. Lil Bupton trying to extend the game. This is down the line and foul. Lil Bupton swings and misses. Go back to the heat. Do it again. Fastballs. What? Strike 3. Game over. B-Wolves begin the season 1-0. There you go. A 4-run 9th inning. We end up with 16 hits on the day. Turned out pretty well for us. A pretty good pitching performance for us, as well as Flash Jackson is your player of the game. He went 1 for 5, but a triple and 4 RBIs today. That's what I'm talking about. It didn't look like it would be a very good start to the season, but things can change, and they certainly did. Of our 16 hits today, 12 of them came off of Woodrow, so we definitely picked up our play as the game went on. Simulating now around the league, 9 games of simming here. And by the way, I'm going to post an episode of this series every day for at least a week straight. So I'm recording this on the 29th. I have a video already recorded to go up today, so this one's going up tomorrow. I want to get you guys an episode of this every day for a week, and I'll also have other videos on this channel from the Road to Glory, from the Vikings franchise. So I just wanted to, I wanted to get a video of this up every week. I really enjoy, or every day this week. I really enjoy this series, and I want to see what you guys think if I put in that kind of consistency with this series. So just keep that in mind. Check back every day for a new episode for the next week. And we're currently 1-0. What are the Crocodons? 1-1. That's great. But the Overdogs, those speedy Overdogs, they are 3-0 already. So there's not a lot of sense in checking leaderboards already, but are we going to do it? Oh, you bet we are. And I knew we weren't going to see a lot of good news given we've played 1 game, and our key hitters didn't have the biggest days for us. Of course, we'll let things settle in after a few games of play, reduce the variance a little bit, and then we'll get back to action. So that is going to do it for today, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Super Mega Baseball Season Mode series. Please leave a like if you did, leave your feedback below, and subscribe for much more on the way. And I'll see you all next time. Have a great day.